Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture. Welcome, welcome, welcome to what is this? We are at volume 11 of Stunts, Shows, and Shenanigans. This is a weekly show where we go over the stunts, the shows, and the shenanigans of the week. Make sure as you come in, you hit that like button, and make sure you comment during the live, and also comment after the live because I'd love to see what you all have to say. So this will not be long. This will not be long. I'm going to go over two topics today. One of them is going to be the Kendrick Lamar's The Pop Out. And we're just going to go over who was there and what had happened was. And I did a video like right when it Juneteenth. I did a video about it. So go back and check out that video. We won't be long on this. And also we want to do this is a live watch, a live reading. We see that Jonathan Majors received his Perseverance Award from the Hollywood Unlocked dinner. So we're gonna go over his speech and see what he had to say. And then that's going to be our show for the day. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. I know y'all have missed me for what was it? It's been like a week, maybe two. But you know how life be life and child. Uh and you know how sometimes at the spur of the moment I'll go live. You never know. You never know. But I do want to keep you all abreast of everything that's going on. All right, let me share my screen. Here we go. All right. There we go. All right. So this is Vibe Magazine, written by Jessica Bennett. We're just going to go over who was there at the pop up. Now, if you're not familiar with what this was, and if you were living under the rock for the past couple of months, let me tell you what happened. So, Drake and Kendrick Lamar were beefing, and they were exchanging different diss tracks. And as they were exchanging different diss tracks, all kinds of stuff and everything was coming out in those diss tracks. It ended up that Kendrick Lamar hit him with the first, he did one on Like That. He did a little diss on Like That. Drake responded. Then Kendrick Lamar brought out Euphoria, and then 616 in LA. Then Drake did Family Matters. And then 45 minutes into Family Matters, Kendrick did Meet the Grams. And then maybe not even 24 hours later, he did Not Like Us. And so the internet's, and then after that, uh, what's his name? Metro Boomin did the BBL Drizzy, and then the world started dissing Drake. And so then Kendrick decided that he was going to do a pop out, and he was going to pop, because in part of his song of Not Like Us, he says sometimes you got to pop out and show them. And so he did a pop out on Juneteenth. So he does this pop out, and basically it was a pretty much it started out as like like he was going to do the diss tracks and everything like that for on Drake, but it ended up that Drake really became like the side character, and the West Coast and West Coast rap and West Coast gang culture became prominent in there. And Kendrick Lamar, giving everybody one day, one night where they were going to squash whatever beef they had, and they were all going to come together without any fighting and fighting over colors and sets and all kinds of different things, that they came together for that night to have a good time. So they had the kids there, they had the gang bangers, you had the actors and basketball players, they all had there, and they had a little fun time. And yes, I do believe that it was also a little fun time at Drake's expense. However, when we saw Drake diss Meek Mill, he had a good time. And when he was going back and forth with Pusha T, at one point he had a good time. So he did not prevail in this one. and revel in this one. And so I don't know if he is, because I don't think Drake is out for the count. I do think that he is going to have to reevaluate how to come out here. And also, too, I think at this point in time in Drake's career, beefing with folks, starting and going back and forth with diss tracks and all this other stuff, I think he's done. That's what I think. That's what I think his rap career is done. He's no longer going to be out here beefing and exchanging diss tracks and stuff like that. If he don't like somebody, he just need to keep his peace about it and not get out here and do that. And I think that for all of them, unless you all coordinate together to do these little diss tracks or whatever, y'all just need to just squash these beef. They're entertaining for us. However, if your closet isn't if you ain't cleaned out the back of your closets and all of this stuff, it looks like, honey, it's no holds bar. You all are not just going back and forth on doing double entendres and skillful rhymes and word plays and stuff like that. Y'all are not doing that. Y'all are going for the daggone jugular. You're talking about it's one thing to talk about each other, but it's if you had a BBL or if you're short. But it's another thing, y'all go into families and stuff like that. These people ain't done nothing to y'all, and y'all have gone in on these people. So if y'all can't go back and forth just with the skill set, I promise y'all should leave those battling alone. So let's just go over really quick every performer and celebrity guest who attended Kendrick Lamar's the Pop Out Ken and Friends show. And I will tell you, it was a good show. I think that there were so many winners. You can tell that Amazon Prime won, Twitch won, Kendrick them won, however much money they were paid, and all this other stuff. Those were the really good winners in this. And it was a good show. It was a good show. And I hope the young people, like I said in my video, I hope you realize what a watershed moment this was, because this has never been done before. You've never seen a rap artist then after a diss a war, a war between the beats, a war between the skills and the artists and everything like that. I've never seen anybody do a victory lap where they would do a concert in behind it. But it was a lesson, I guess, for Drake about the culture and being of the culture. And we're talking about, because I think so many people misunderstood and thought people were telling that Drake wasn't black. No one said anything, that they were just talking about black folks have different cultures. Black folks in different area of the world, we have different cultures. And anyway, we're not gonna go back in there. Watch my video, watch my video, watch my video. So let's just go real quick on this. Every performer and celebrity guest who attended Kendrick Lamar's and the Pop Out and Kendrick Friends show. Uh, this written was vibe, so they talked about that. Let's get down here. We had the performer of Ty Dolla Sign. Now I am familiar with Ty Dolla Sign. DJ Mustard brought him out. We had DJ Mustard, and DJ Mustard's had a renaissance. He had come back out because at one point DJ Mustard was good, big in the 2010s and things like that, and then we didn't hear anything else from him. Well, I didn't hear anything else from him, and he has been part of a lot of different hits through that time. So DJ Mustard came out. So shout out to DJ Mustard for coming out. Dom Kennedy, I am not familiar with him. He performed My Type of Party at the Pop Out and Friends. So those of you all that are familiar with that song, we have Steve Lacy. He performed Bad Habits at Kendrick Lamar's Pop Out. And let me go back up here. Ty Dolla Sign. What did he sing? Did they say what he sang? They didn't say what he sang. We got Steve Lacy. We got Roddy Ricch. He performed The Box, with the coupe in the box. Anyway, he performed that. We had Tyler the Creator. I don't know what he performed. I remember him on the Carmichael. What was it? Somebody Carmichael show where they were eating. It was a mess. YG performed. The Black Hippie, which was J Rock, Schoolboy Q, Absol, and K Dot. They performed. Is this Blackst? BLXT? I don't know. But he performed. DJ Head performed. Let me see. So then we have several West Coast rappers hit the stage. And one of the things I did see is that Kendrick made it a point, because it wasn't like, oh, he was just going to get his favorite rappers and perform. He really highlighted those West Coast rappers that are probably big in their region, but the rest of the country have may or may not have any information about. So it was nice that he brought out some of the other rappers. I thought that that was nice. I thought that that was nice. So I'm gonna read them to you. It's Rimble, and they did Touchable. You had Ray Vaughn, he did his Problems. You had Cuzzos, they did Gold Members. You have Rucci and As Chike, Light It Up. Meet the Wops or the Whoops, and they did their song, same title. Wally and Wale the Sensei, 03 Floor, oh 03 Flow. West Side Boogie, they did Silent Ride. We had Zoe Asama, did Underrated. We had Kaylin For Real, and G Perico, Right With It. We had Bino Rudeau, who did Bozo. You had the Blue Bucks Clan, they did Walking In. You had RJ, Mr. LA, Get Rich. You had OGZ, Geek a Leak. You had Jason Martin, FKA Problems, Like What, and you had Tommy the Clown. I hadn't seen Tommy the Clown in a minute. Hey there, Puma. How you doing? How you do? Just put your heat wave nap, baby. That's good. Uh, I watch people from YouTube. They're the ones that have it. They have like the full thing. Let me go back through my Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Let me go back really quick. I can tell you who I was listening to and watched it, because on that particular night, uh Twitch was streaming it live, and you could watch it on Amazon Prime. Now folks are saying that they were not able to see it on Amazon Prime. Let me go back really quick for you. I'm almost there. Now it's a long stream. Where I watched it, it was a very long stream. I'm gonna find it. Give me one moment. Now I did watch it on Sean C Live. Hold on. I put it down in the chat. I watched it on there. And then I watched some of it, because what was happening is like some people's streams were cutting in and out. So I was going back and forth through streams. So I watched it there. And on the day of, this is the person that I watched on the day of. And he had the whole. All right, there you go. I put it down in the chat. Those are the three places that I watched the whole live stream on YouTube. Like I said, it was on Twitch, and I'm not too familiar with Twitch. If Twitch saves these things, I'm not really sure. You have to put clips on. I'm very new to Twitch. I'm not sure, but these are the three channels, and shout out to them, that I was able to watch the whole thing on. Um, the day of, and then I missed when I came into it. I was just watching Kendrick Lamar's set, and I missed the people before, and so that's when I went to Rob TV, and he was live, and I went back and was able to watch it. Let's continue. So you had people at the pop out. You had LeBron James, and he was kind of being low key, because him and Drake are buddy buddy, but he was out there. He almost acted like he didn't want people to see him, but sometimes you just gotta pop out and show people. You want to be where the people are. I want to be where the people are. The Weekend was there, and the Weekend and Drake don't get along. Uh, DeMar DeRozan. Now, this is one of the people that Kendrick Lamar mentioned in that song, who was a basketball player at Toronto. Lakeith Stanfields was showing out. Russell Westbrook, because Westbrook is LA. He's from that area, so he was there. He was on stage dancing his little heart out. James Harden was there. I hear that Rick Ross was there too. Rhapsody was there. Yeah, there's go Rick Ross. Kobe White, I don't know who that is. Is he a basketball player or something? Who is Kobe White, y'all? I'm not sure who he is, but that is the little article of showing on what was going on. Again, like I said, I think that show was a beautiful watershed moment for uh West Coast rappers, and the West Coast getting their music back out there, and not necessarily always talking about gang banging and stuff like that. And it also showed Drake that Kung Fu Kenny is that dude, because you were YG was there. Yeah, you had Drake had mentioned YG in one of his songs, and he popped up there. Now, the person who I thought was going to be there but wasn't was The Game. He didn't show up. I thought he was going to show up, but he didn't. And he came online and he said a few things. JC, I just think he just needs to sit down. That's just the way I feel about old JC. But anyway, what did y'all think? Did y'all watch the pop up? If you hadn't, those are the three places that I know that you can watch it. So go ahead and check those out. All right, so we're gonna do this. I have not watched the speech, so it's going to be a first for me. I do have it bookmarked from Twitter. Shout out to who had it on Twitter. I think a lot of people had it on Twitter. Yeah, let's get the whole thing. Shout out to Twitter. So let's look at the article first. Here we go. Let's go to Deadline first and shout out the article, and then we'll watch the video, and then we will be pretty much on our way to be all right, here we go. Again, please hit that like button. It says Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors received the Hollywood Unlocks Perseverance Award. Apparently, this is a new award show that Hollywood Unlock is doing. They either started in 2020, the end of 2022, or 2023. So I know that they had a show last year. They had a show this year. I know that this year Tiffany Haddish was the host. So let's get into this Deadline article in regards to Jonathan Majors exclusively. I think that I'll do another video highlighting the other people that were there and the awards that they won at that time. But we'll go over this one. This was written by Glenn Garner. It says Jonathan Majors was surrounded by supporters on Friday as he accepted his first award since he was convicted of assault and harassment in December. The Creed 3 actor thanked God and Hollywood Unlocked founder Jason Lee as he accepted the Perseverance Award at the fourth Impact Awards in Los Angeles while reflecting on his arrest and guilty verdict in his speech. It says here in a quote, I reckon folks want to know about this last year, Major said in a clip shared on X. As a black man in the criminal justice system, I felt anger, I felt sadness, hurt, surprise. When they snatched me up out of my apartment in handcuffs, I didn't feel like that, like all that. I didn't feel like Jonathan Majors, Mr. Creed, Mr. Kang. I felt like a scared little weak boy. He continued. We won't go through all the stuff because we want to actually hear him say it. Major immediately broke down in tears as Ian, because he was presented the award by Ian Levan Sant, when she presented him with the award, greeting him with a kiss on the forehead and a hug. And here is the fit that he had on, him and Megan had on. That's the fit. Looking good. The MCU star acknowledged, I'm just me. I'm imperfect. I have shortcomings and I acknowledge them. I love my craft. I love my daughter. I love my family, my dog, my workout buddies who came out here. I appreciate y'all. I'm just that guy whose faith has been tested and has been strengthened by his testimony. So we were going to listen to this. Let's see. He went on to thank Megan, and then we had a little picture. So, yeah. What we're going to do, let me stop sharing this. Let me get into X, because that's where I saw it. I think, who did I see it on? It's this one. All right, let me share my screen again. All right, so let's see if we can see this. Let's see if it comes up. So this is them taking the picture.
I got all these people in my way. We have to wait till he gets over here before I get shot at.
And then we'll switch you two, if you don't mind. Jonathan, happen done? Oh, you got a walk.
That's a cute outfit she has on.
Jonathan, we got you. Can we do a couple solos?
Oh yeah, we need the solo.
He didn't do the solo. What happened to him? He went somewhere.
Okay. Thank you, my love.
So don't know where he went there. He took off. So don't look like he's coming back. But let's go and listen to the speech. All right, here we go.
Please join me in welcoming the recipient of the Perseverance Award, our brother, Joe Nathan Majors.
The young acting like somebody mama.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Ah, I know what to say first. First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Next, I want to thank our brother, Jason. And Hollywood Unlocked, everything we built, brother. You have created a true lasting impact that has catalyzed change in our culture, in our world, etc., etc., etc. We need you, brother. I need you. We need you, brother. We thank you. Woo! I'm a little nervous. I'm ready. And I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. And I mean here, like standing. And I am more happy and encouraged to be here with y'all. I reckon folks want to know about, this last year. As a black man in the criminal justice system, I felt anger, I felt sadness, hurt, surprise. When they snatched me up out of my apartment in handcuffs, I didn't feel like all that. I didn't feel like Jonathan Majors, Mr. Creed, Mr. Kane. No, I felt like can y'all hear me okay? Let me speak up. I felt like a little scared, weak boy. Despite the support and the evidence that was in my favor, I knew she was bad. It was bad because of who I was and what I am. And this is what happens to black people all too often. Guilt by innocence often have little to do with the outcome. It's a harsh reality I learned. But I knew black men face this every day. It deeply impacts us, changes the way we navigate through the world. I ain't no crop, but I'm gonna try to say it. We must persevere through injustice. Perseverance means what? Perseverance means persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay. And the God I serve has put me in a position where I've had to embody that word more than I wished or wanted to. We live in a world where men, black men in particular, are propped up as either superheroes or supervillains. But I've come to realize, me personally, I ain't none of that. It was fun. But I'm just me. Just Jay. You feel me? I'm imperfect. I have shortcomings. I acknowledge them. I love my craft. I love my daughter, my family, my dogs, my workout buddies who came out here. Appreciate y'all. I'm just that guy whose faith has been tested and has been strengthened by this testimony. Like you told me, Mr. Crump, at the Essence Festival. I'll say this, there will be moments in your life where things get dark, and dark, really dark. And I've seen them depths. I've seen that darkness in myself. I've sat in that pitch black, and what I've learned is that when you catch a glimpse of light, you run as hard and as fast as you can towards it.
Woo! Yeah.
And I will never take that light for granted again. Life for me has come in a couple of ways. In the midnight text from our brother Will Smith, letting the homie know, hey, I'm thinking about you, man. Stay up. Tyler Perry breathed life into me, just supporting and loving on people the way he does. David Oyelowo and his whole group of threads. I think maybe some of y'all are on that thread. I won't participate because it's crazy, but I feel the love. Dion and Roxanne Taylor, who gave me a office in a production office when I was walking through the desert feeling lost and crazy. Put a battery in my back, as he says. Courtney B. Vance has been with me from Lovecraft Country, my Uncle George forever. Whoop Goldberg fed me and Megan one day when he wasn't hungry, but we was over there hanging out.
Whoopi Goldberg?
Breathe this light of wisdom and understanding and caring onto me and my queen. And it was Whoopi who allowed us to understand the support of community. I appreciate all y'all.
It is good to know.
They are extraordinary people. I'm concluding because I feel like you're talking a lot. But I ain't said nothing, so I want to say some stuff. I once believed that I was self-made from the mud, made it out of Texas. I'm here. Come from where I came from, achieving what I thought I achieved. But this period of my life taught me, nah, that's not true, Jack. I'm not a self-made man. I am personally the result of mentorship, love, and investment of so many people. Like achievement, you understand, perseverance is a collective effort, okay? Built on the shoulders of those who believe in us. The strongest shoulders in which I stand on today belong to first and foremost, and always first and foremost, my mama. My mama who brought me into this world on September 7th, 1989 in Longport, California on a military base and stood behind her 34-year-old son as she heard him say guilty. And when I turned back to her, she smiled at me and said, it's okay, son. I'm on her shoulders. And second, especially, man.
Oh, goodness, girl. Goodness, girl. That man loved it, you, honey.
I love you. I love you beyond all limits. With all my strength. With all my heart, I love you. I'm supposed to be this tough and strong when you done carried me so many nights. I love you. Through the fire.
Somebody is swinging in the wind right about now.
My sister, my sister, my aunt, they know who they are. I ain't got but one. And all the women in my family. lifted me up and reminded me, I'm gonna get out of here, and reminded me that you gotta persevere, boy, not just for you, but for our family, for our community, and for that thing you kept banging your head against to get good at. You gotta go do that.
Yeah.
You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
For your community.
Yeah.
Disappointment is a hell of a teacher. It teaches you that what is divinely authorized cannot be edited or deleted. It demands that you move with a heightened discernment and confidently abstain from what does not serve you. It can also give you with a bittersweet lesson about acceptance. I got snark.
It's all right. It's all
Look at God.
Yeah.
I've watched God work wonders in my life. Hiding lessons and deep pain and guiding me to heal. He has taught me that it is not about being flawless. It's about constantly learning and growing. Thank you. A lot of people don't feel worthy when their dreams come true. In drama school, they used to call that the imposter syndrome. I'd be like, no, I don't got that. I'm good. No, I had that. I got that. Guilty. But not accepting your blessing doesn't make you humble, you see. It puts you in opposition to God's given plan for you. Accepting your blessings and not losing the lesson when you lose. And standing strong gives everyone around you the permission to do the same thing.
Come on.
You can pick up the phone.
Okay. Yeah. Do that.
I'm almost out of here. The last few years have reminded me that there are people
He said that
that
3
you don't
times
know
already.
that you impact every single day just by breathing, existing, walking in your purpose, putting your little TikTok thing up. Is it TikTok?
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah. Damn. That's a gift, y'all. All of us have that opportunity every single day. Perseverance is more than just pushing through tough times. It's about the people who inspire you, encourage you, and support us. It's about those who ignite that flame, that light, etc. within us that keep us going when we feel we can't. All right. I received this award not just as an acknowledgement that I have persevered, but as a command to be there for others and to help them when and if their trials come.
Come on.
Perseverance rests on the shoulders of many. I commit myself in these shoulders to our community, to my queen, to our industry, to our culture. And just to Ella, my baby girl, we gonna be all right.
Yeah.
And your father loves you. I love y'all. I thank you for this. To be in this room with these great entertainers, these great black artists. Woo! It feels, woo! We home now. Ain't no place like home. Thank you. Jason, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage
legendary actress Sharon Stone. Let's give it up for Jonathan Majors. Wow, uh, that really touched me so deeply. Wow.
All right, y'all. We just saw that speech. This was my first time watching the speech with y'all. I saw it on the internet on X, and I was just like, I'm gonna wait to do it on Stunt Shows and Shenanigans. Let me stop sharing my screen. What did y'all think of the speech? I made sure that I highlighted everyone who was in here and what they had, their words and stuff like that. That was a very, very heartfelt speech. And a couple of things that I got out of it from him that he's learned that he is not an island to himself. He is talented, and he's therefore not an island to himself. He does need his people. He can, he can do all things, but he does need a family. He needs his little tribe. We all need our little tribe, however that tribe looks like. And when you have your tribe, you make sure you cherish that tribe. You make sure you take care of that tribe, because that tribe will take care of you. I was glad to hear that there were celebrities, because I think throughout this whole ordeal, different videos and things like that, we had talked about that we hope that he is being edified behind the scenes. We do understand how some people, because of whatever things that's going on, they can't edify you in front of the camera, because you can just go over here to X, aka Twitter, and the vitriol, because I have noticed that anytime anyone puts anything positive behind him, you'll have 17 people that'll come back. Oh, well, I don't understand why you all do this and you all do that. Or they talk about it, they keep going over it and over it and over it. And so I've just learned that there are just some people who will support who they need to support. I did love the fact that he talked about us all being flawed. We all have done some things, have been through some things that we all deserve some grace from. I hate to live in a world where there is no area or movement, according to some of these people that be on the internet, that you cannot get any dress and you cannot even recover. Everybody wants you to have accountability, but what I'm also learning is that accountability looks different from everybody that you talk to. You understand what I'm saying? So if I say the word accountability, it means something, one thing to me. If you say accountability, it means something to you. But each person wants you to uphold their level of accountability. And the only person that you can be accountable is to yourself. If you say you're sorry, then your actions have to show that. You have to live your life as someone who has been forgiven. That means that whatever offense that you done, you need to get help for it. You need to, and make sure that you don't do it again, or learn the tools that you need to do so that you will not do that particular offense again. All right, people, let me see what y'all are talking about in here. Let's see. Caliber says Wonder Woman. I feel Megan hasn't done anything but shine. She deserves nothing but love. I'm glad they are together. And it's hard, and you can tell that it's heartfelt. I mean, because he was up there, that's snot nose crying. And when y'all know when y'all be snot nose crying. That was snot nose crying. So you could tell that she has breathed some life in him, and particularly in that regards of him, having his tribe and having a community, and doing that. I am tickled that he doesn't have social media, but he tries. Those TikToks, those threads, he tries. He tries. Just got here. I have to run back. Run it back. It wasn't that long, and thank you so much for coming in. We just talked about the Kendrick Lamar pop out, and we just watched the video for Jonathan Majors and his acceptance speech for the Hollywood Unlock Perseverance Award. It was a wonderful speech. It was a great speech. it is frustrating. And you know what I've learned about being on Twitter, aka X, whatever you call it. There are people, because I'm learning now that there are people who are doing a lot of things for engagements because they're paying these fees, and they want to have their tweets monetized and stuff like that. Because I have run across a couple of people, and then they're saying all these things, and then when you go back to their pages, because I'm that person, it's like when you go back to their page, you start seeing all these inconsistencies, and that made me think, okay, they're just tweeting for, they're trying to get that viral tweet, they're tweeting for this engagement, so they're saying whatever they believe that they can say to get this engagement. So it's just a dumpster show over there. All right, thank you. Calgary Megan deserves, she does. And there is a lot of vitriol behind that, because I hear it. And like I tell y'all before, because I'm just as open as I can be. I tell you, I'm a reformed person, with all these gender wars and all these other things. And it's sad, and people call her all kinds of names and stuff like that. Oh, I don't know why she's there with him, to do this. If she, she is not a woman who is foolish. She never has given me the instance of a woman who is foolish. She's always been consistent with who she's been. Everyone talk about, oh, she should go back to the pastor and all this other stuff. But I'm like, when she was with the pastor, you didn't like the pastor with her. So, y'all, people be talking out two sides of their mouths. I can't understand. Yeah. Let's see what the last one is. I'm happy Jonathan is. Because as sensitive as he was up on that stage, I am quite sure that social media would eat him up alive. And I had put out here, I'm not going to put that tweet up, but I asked a question in the chat, and I think a couple of people have tried to answer. But this one right here, when you talk about, let me go down here because I know Wonder Woman said it, and I put it up a couple of times. Now I don't know if this man said anything to him or not, or anything like that. I don't know. But you do see, but that person was always my brother this, my brother that, my brother this, my brother that. And I didn't even know that he knew Will Smith. I mean, not that he could not have. But you see the caliber of people who did come and they did lend him a private support is a wonderful, wonderful thing. All right, people. That's all I got. I went a little longer than what I wanted to do, a little 17 minutes longer, but that's okay. I really do appreciate. Thank you all that have come in and joined me on this episode of Stunts, Shows, and Shenanigans, where we review the information. There really wasn't any big he ha ha's out here today, but I did want to come on here and to go over that acceptance speech, because again, I thought, and I may be in the minority of it. I just think if he can get out here, he doesn't have to tell us exactly what happened. I don't even want to know that. I was shout out to Danny, and shout out to everybody who has covered that court hearing and everything here on YouTube. He didn't have to give out and give anything out like that for me, but I do think that he has the opportunity to be able to tell his story, because you could see right now, regardless of what happens, if he just stays quiet today and doesn't speak for a whole year, as soon as he speaks, they're going to bring all this stuff back up. I mean, that's just how it is. They're just going to bring it back up. Even when you read any of these articles, they're going to bring that up. So I think it's important. This just me. I think just if you just say it one time and then let it go, but and be through with it. But I do understand that he has some other hearings that are coming through, and some other people saying, bringing up some things, or they could be suing. I don't know. Regardless, I'll cover it if it comes up. But like I said, people need to make the decision about what they do. We want people, if we're in this cancel culture, we want people to go up under a rock and never return. And we talk like this, but we don't ever talk about grace. We don't ever talk about giving someone a second chance. We don't ever talk about those things. But let it be us, and something happens to us, we'll be screaming the rooftops, please give me another chance. Please, I need another chance. I just need someone to believe in me. And we always need that one person. We all do need that one person. You need that one person that'll believe in you, going into a new job, you'll need that person to believe in you when you want to start your own business, to be able to mentor you, to do any of those things. There's always somebody that you need. And again, I was very happy to hear him to understand that he is a talented man, but he is not a man on an island. And he is going to have to depend on a village or a good type of tribe to be able to go through here. All right, people. We do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe and share this video. Please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell your coworker, tell the heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, bye bye.